Let's do a quick, fast out-the-door makeup today with products that you already own. So the products that I'm using today, you can easily replace them with whatever you have in your makeup collection. Just want to show you a quick makeup look to put yourself together throughout the day. So I'm going to start with a moisturizer, and you don't need to use this one. This is very expensive. I got this as a present, and you can use any moisturizer you have in your collection. And I'm talking about the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So I'm just going to add extra moisture to my face. I already have my sunscreen on and my regular morning moisturizer. So this is just another one of those videos where I encourage you to use what you have in your collection. You don't need to go and purchase any of these products I'm using today unless you really want to. If so, I'm going to have all the affiliate links down below in the description box. And if you do purchase through my links, thank you so much for supporting and helping my channel out. But again, these are not a must. You don't need to get this. So I will try give you some ideas on what you can replace them with. Again, I'm going to go in with my Auric. This is the Glowlust Radiant Luminizer in the shade Selenite. And you don't need this again. You can use something such as the e.l.f. Halo Glow, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, or another one from the drugstore is the Loreal Lumi Glotion. Very similar in kind of like what I'm using this product for. I just want to have a nice glowy skin. This is definitely much thicker than the Charlotte Tilbury, very similar to the e.l.f. one, and in glowiness very similar to the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. So kind of all those products in one. So I'm just going to use my Rare Beauty foundation brush and push this product into the skin. Now this product is intended to be used in many ways. You can use it as a primer, what I'm using it for today. You can use it kind of all over the face instead of a foundation, just for like a little bit of tint and glowiness to your skin. Or you can also use it as a highlighter, just on the high points of your cheeks. So now I'm going to go in with my Dampen Beauty sponge and just push this product into the skin. So today when I'm filming, it is March 20th and it is crazy outside. We are getting a snowstorm, up to 30 centimeters of snow. Are you kidding me? It's March 20th, almost spring. And we are in Alberta, Canada, and it's crazy. And we also have a provincial hockey tournament for my son. Which we need to go to. A couple of the games I can go to because I have to work, but I can see the games online as well. And yeah, my husband has to drive him, and it's like 40 minutes away from where we live, so they have to drive through the snow, which is so crazy. For foundation, I haven't used this one in a while, and this one was gifted to me by Merit, and this is their foundation stick, and mine is in the shade Silk. So very simple. I'm just going to draw this on my face, and you can use this as a concealer as well. So today I'm not going to have any concealer. I'm just using this sparingly because I don't want to run out of it. It's such a beautiful everyday foundation and it's good for dry skin. So for this I'm going to use this new brush. This is by Rose Ink, brush number 3, and just push the product in. I have been using my Merit brush a lot and it's a little bit dirty, so I don't want to use that. So you can see that it does provide enough coverage, but still looks very natural. I think I'm going to go with a beauty sponge. I think it's a little bit better. Yeah, it looks very nice and natural. I love this foundation stick. It's so easy to travel with, and it does work on dry skin. You can see that it doesn't dry up my face at all. So how is the weather where you guys live? Oh, I have some in my brow there, because in Canada it's crazy where I live right now, and I would like to know how the weather is where you guys live now in March, because I've heard that even in Romania it used to be 25 degrees right now in March, and they got hit with a snow storm as well. And yeah, I'm really curious to see how the weather changed where you guys live, because it's crazy lately. Okay, so I'm loving it. I don't think I need anything else. Okay, so let's just add a little bit more here to cover this zit. It is just so very minimal and very little products in today's video. You just cannot imagine how easy it is. Instead of this foundation stick, what would I suggest? You can use any type of skin tint, anything that provides just a little bit of coverage to kind of eliminate the redness or any imperfection you have on your face and give you this nice, more natural glow. This foundation, see, the longer it sits on the face, the more beautiful it looks. Oh, I just love it. I have to use it more often, but I don't want to run out of it. Now let's move on to bronzer. For bronzer, I'm gonna go into one of my new favorite cream bronzer. This is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Sail. It looks very light, but it's just perfect. Hold on, for my skin tone. We are back in action. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit out on the back of my hand like this. It's a very nice shade. And I'm just gonna take some with my finger and just dab on my face. I'm gonna just start with the side here. And I'm gonna use a Makeup by Mario. This is the F4 brush. I'm gonna go in with this little part. There's a dual-ended brush. I'm gonna go with the smaller one and just bronze up the face a bit. It's a very nice, quite pigmented, but not too scary bronzer. Another bronzer you can use for this type of look, it's the probably Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. That's another very nice, soft and natural bronzer to use. But I have been loving this, and I know it's a little bit kind of messy. Well, not messy, but you have to squeeze out the tube, the product out of the tube, and sometimes you can get too much and waste, but I try not to waste it. I try to use it all because it's a very nice soft bronzer. I hate these little hairs. They just like to get stuck to my forehead. It's natural, it's soft, just gives it that nice hint of bronzy shade to your skin. It looks very beautiful. And you can see I've used everything from the back of my hand. This is a good product to use for your eyelids as well. But I have something else in mind for eyelids. I think that's it for bronzer. I want to keep it very soft and very simple. For blush, should we use highlighter? I don't think I'm going to use highlighter because we want to look very natural and very simple, very fast out the door. And I don't think when you're in a rush, you want to spend time applying highlighter, right? But you can if you really love your highlighter. Now for blush, I'm going to use my Merit blush in the shade Apres. This is the Flush Balm blush. I will show you how beautiful. It's so pretty. It has this nice pink rosy tone to it. It looks very natural and just a little bit hint of color. And I think I'm going to apply this. Let's go in with the same brush and same side. I'm going to go off of the actual blush, add a little bit of color to the cheeks. Not too crazy. Now keep in mind this is more of a minimalistic type of look. This has been sent to me by Merit a while ago and I love it. I love their blushes. So pretty and very easy to use. It's more of a balmy feeling, so maybe you want to apply it just a little bit more so that you can have it throughout the day. when it fades very nicely. It doesn't fade in a way where you're gonna be left with nothing on your face, and it doesn't fade patchy at all. You know how some blushes can fade and then you'll see some white patchiness on your cheeks? This one doesn't. It's so pretty. That's it. Looks very simple. Now for the eyes, oh my goodness, this is kind of like a Merit type. I didn't intend to use just Merit products, but these are really products that you can use on a daily basis, and it's just so fast. So for the eyes, I think I'm gonna leave them as is. I've used maybe I'll add a little bit more of this foundation to create a base and just spread it all over the eyelid. Better do this fast because we have some neighbors that are developing their deck outside, and I hope they're not gonna start with their machines and be loud. Okay, I'm gonna go into my Merit Solo Shadow, and this is the one in Vachetta. It's so pretty. I have a video on this, and if you guys have the Bobbi Brown shadow stick in the shade, oh, what is it called? Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Oh, in the shade Taupe, this one. These ones are very similar. Hold on. So when you blend them, this is a little bit more darker, but here's the Bobbi Brown, and here's the Merit. Merit's a little bit more softer, a little bit more creamier. So I think I'm gonna start with my finger. So I'm gonna use my finger for this, and we can always use a brush later. I'm just gonna apply it. I'm gonna start all over the lid. Let me zoom you in. So I'm gonna go all over the lid and then slowly bring it up. That's so pretty. Such a nice natural shade. And I'm gonna go in with a BK Beauty 212 brush and make sure that it's blended nicely because my finger cannot really blend it at the top here. You see the difference between this eye and this eye? It looks really nice. So let's do the same thing on this eye. We're not done with the eyes. I have something else that I want to add because I want to make it a little bit and give the eyes more attention. So you don't need to use a brush with these shades, especially the light shades. I have one that's a green. That one I would need to use a brush, but for this one, you don't really. Kona. There's Kona, you guys. You see her? Hi, Kona. You can't go out there. She's hearing the guys outside, and she just wants to go and probably bark at them. So that's it. Now you can leave your eyes like this and just add some mascara and you're done. However, I want to make it a little bit more interesting. Now you don't have to purchase this next shade. This is the Urban Decay Moondust in the shade Space Cowboy. I do have the palette with all of those four shades. I'm talking about this one, the Urban Decay Moondust palette, and Space Cowboy is in here as well. I love this palette. But today I just want to use Space Cowboy. Now, if you have any type of sparkly, soft, very fine shade from the drugstore, or maybe which other shades are good, like those individual ones by Natasha Denona, or even ColourPop, or even any Natasha Denona sparkly shade would be perfect for this look. I'm just gonna use my finger and look at this. It looks so nice and wet looking. So I just wanna add this just on top of my eyelid here for that, you know, more interesting effect. Again, it's very fast. You're not going to have fallout. There's like nothing to clean up on your face from this. It looks really pretty and very wet and interesting looking. So here it is with the nice sparkles on your eyelid. I love it. I don't know, it adds something else to your eye, right? Now let's do this on this eye. So again, don't go and buy any of this like sparkly shade. You can use anything you already have in your collection. I'm gonna use a brown eyeliner because I kind of like to line my, or should I? I don't know. Let me see. I think it looks very nice and very clean like this. Yeah, maybe we're not gonna add an eyeliner today. Let's not add an eyeliner because we want to keep it fast out the door and very quick and easy. But I'm gonna add my L'Oreal Panorama Voluminous Mascara, and let's do one eye so you guys can see the difference, and then I'll get off camera and do the other eye. But this is all you need, and you feel and you look good and put together, and I love this quick look, but I feel, it just feels really, really nice and clean. Sometimes I don't want a smoky eye. I want more of a clean eye. So here it is with the mascara. What do you guys think? I think it looks really pretty. Enjoy this intermission. I'm gonna go finish this eye and I'll be back with lips. Okay, so here's a close-up of the complexion and the eyes. I think it looks beautiful. Do you see how easy that was? And it looks very nice and natural and glowy and just beautiful. It looks like you're not wearing makeup, but you are. I just love it. Okay, so let's move on to lips. Okay, so let me clean my lip oil. I've been using the Lip Glow Oil by Dior, and this is in the shade 007 Raspberry. That's what I had all over the lips the whole video. Now I have an idea here, so I'm gonna go in with my Tower 28 Multi Liner, and this is in the shade Fill Me In. Now a good kind of dupe, or not really a dupe, but another great lip liner if you don't have the Tower 28, I suggest the NYX one. This is the NYX Line Loud. This is such a beautiful shade. So let me swatch the Tower 28, and then I'll swatch the NYX one beside it. Yeah, NYX one pulls a little bit more mauvey. So here we have NYX and then Tower 28. More mauvey for sure, but we're gonna go in with the Tower 28. But something to keep in mind, check out this NYX lip liners. They're just perfect. Okay, so let's line the lips with this one, Tower 28. I love this one. They are such good lip liners. I don't even have a shedding dog. I don't have a cat, but those little, why do we have those little fuzzy hairs? I don't like them. I hope you guys can see. This is such a pretty color, and then you can also fill it in. Look, more hairs. Now there's two options. I am either thinking of going with the Merit one, which we had it here, or I'm thinking of going with this Dior Lip Maximizer and just add more sparkles. That's what I'm gonna do so that I can match this with my eyes. So I'm gonna go in with the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer in the shade 002. I don't know if the camera does this justice, but it has some really nice shift to those sparkles. Yeah, I think this is the perfect option for this eye look. You see how pretty that is? This would be another great option if you want, but I really wanted to tie in the sparkles on the eyes with some sparkles on the lips. Here it is. What do you guys think? You don't need any of these products. This is why I'm doing this video. You don't need to go buy any of this. Use whatever you have in your collection. There's just many options, and there are many shades that you can buy even at the drugstore. If you can't afford any of this, this is, not for you to spend your money. This video is more for you to just have fun with the makeup that you already have in your collection. And I kind of guided you to kind of show you the shades and the shade range that I'm using to put this face together. But yeah, if you do want to shop any of these products, of course, I'm going to have them all linked down below. But like I said, I'm sure you can find something in your already owned collection. I really, really Really love this Merit foundation. When I'm done, I will definitely repurchase it. I know it's quite expensive for the amount you get, but there's just something so unique. When you first apply it, if you have dry skin, it feels drying, a little bit harder to blend. As you saw, I tried to use this nice soft rose ink brush, but it's probably best to use more of a dense and thick brush for this type of foundation. And after you blend it, it looks like your perfected skin. It just looks so beautiful. You don't look like you have foundation. I hope that this was fun and helpful to inspire you to use your own makeup and create like a fast out-the-door look when you're in a rush. And that's it for me today. I hope you'll subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.
Morning has broken, my windows are open. Wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do I follow? What happens tomorrow? I turn to you.